Okay, hi, good morning. It's Mikalver Manikat, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me the meaning of your name. What is Mikalver?
Sir, Mikalmar is my surname, sir, surname of our house. So, yeah, there are different communities around the area in the locality of our area, sir. So, yeah, I got the surname for my ancestors, sir, ma'am.
And Manikat
And
means?
Manikant means, diamond with shines.
So you're a diamond, right?
Yes, ma'am, I think so.
Okay, and what is that one value which you consider you're a diamond?
Ma'am?
Why you consider yourself a diamond? What is that one quality in you?
Maybe I make, I'm interested in spreading smiles.
Okay, you're interested in spreading smiles. Let's see the entire interview. Okay, just introduce yourself to me now.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, my full name is Mikal Varmanikat, ma'am. So, I am from Allahabad district, Telangana state, ma'am. So, I did my schooling at my hometown, and my father is a government employee, and my mother takes care of our house, ma'am. And after my schooling, I moved to Hyderabad for my intermediate, which is plus two and graduation, ma'am. So after my plus two, I gave the state engineering entrance exam and achieved seat in one of the top universities of our state, ma'am, which is Osman University. So after my for my summer internship, ma'am, I went to Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, Visakhapatnam refinery, ma'am. So the duration of internship was 4 weeks, and where I was allotted to a team that was involved in converting a crude oil storage tank to vacuum gas oil storage tank, ma'am. So the entire process of conversion has been learned by me, and a project report was also submitted, ma'am. And in coming to extracurricular activities, I did in my college. So I am my hobby is cricket. So I participated in of the university cricket tournaments held at our college, man. So I was vice captain of our mechanical team, and we won the tournament, man. And my other hobbies are playing chess, caroms, and table tennis, man. Um, that's all about myself, man.
Okay. Um, Mani, you mentioned me about your internship, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What was your role in that? Like, it was a team or something? Can you just tell me about it first?
Yeah, I mean, the team was involved in converting the storage tank, man. So I was only there as an observer, man. So the team went on explaining about these tanks and what is the process of conversion, like what are the new apparatus attached to the tank. For example, the rundown line and suction line attached, and the row has to be converted from fixed root to floating root, ma'am. And for that, the floating root was attached with the annular pontins around the periphery, and also steel was attached to in order to prevent the escape of vapor spaces between the rim and the shell, ma'am. So this is and as the vacuum gas oil has a semi-solid as the vacuum gas oil has semi-solid nature, so the floating roof is better instead of a fixed roof. So they attach this roof, and also for the suction line, they attach feed transfer pumps. So there are two feed transfer pumps, and one of which is in operation mode, and there is a standby mode, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. I learned about this how the tank is converted and what are the types of tanks.
Okay.
I use this
Why you
briefly.
want to go for IOCL? Like, what is something that you like about it?
So yeah, this the reason for this. First, it is a PSU, and I am more interested in this execution and implementation job profile, ma'am. So it is the highest. I believe this is the highest level that any graduate can think about, ma'am. And the second reason is the internship I did in the oil company oil company, ma'am. So the structure of the management and the way of work they were allotted, and the work they do, and I got inclined to it, ma'am.
Have you applied in any other PSUs also, right?
Yes, ma'am. So
So if you got a call from there also in the IOCL, which will you choose? Like, why IOCL then?
yes, ma'am. As I said earlier, ma'am, I prefer this IOC, sir, ma'am. Then I also got no, oh, yeah, yes, ma'am. Only IOC.
Only IOCL. Okay. Just tell me that, recently India signed some memorandum of understanding for crude oil imports. Which was that country?
Russia, ma'am.
Russia?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
when it was signed?
during this Russia-Ukraine war, ma'am. Around, I guess it's March.
Okay. And what about like which ministry it comes under?
Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas.
Current chairperson?
Chairperson Hardeep Singh Puri, ma'am.
And where were the first oil refinery found in India?
I don't know about the first oil refinery, but I know what are the oil refineries in India, ma'am. Which oil refineries are in India, like the production and production or exploration of crude oil. So there is one refinery at Mumbai High, ma'am, and there is one oil refinery at Assam, ma'am.
So in Assam only it was the first oil refinery. There's a particular place.
Assam.
Chalo, you just read about it. Okay, can you just tell me the cost of this petrol and diesel in your city?
Sorry, ma'am.
Cost of petrol and diesel in your city.
Yes, ma'am. The cost of petrol is 109.6 rupees per liter, and diesel cost is 97 rupees, ma'am, per liter.
Okay. What do you think about like if you are hired today, right? So in IOCL you are there. What do you think about working from home? It should be continued for the long time, or you don't want to prefer like work from home culture?
I prefer working in the office, ma'am. Not
so
from
why
home.
no for work from home? That it's a very, you can say, relaxing one.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it is relaxing, and we can save traveling time and staying charges around the city. But I feel employees work in the office and leave their work tensions at the office, and they come home for relax, ma'am. So with this work from home culture, the boundary between the office and home will be blurred, ma'am, because the home will become a new office, and there will also be a lack of professional atmosphere in this home, ma'am. So due to which the employee may lose focus in working, and the employee has to incur special charges for making a part of home as an office. And yes, ma'am, I feel these are the problems with the work from home culture.
Mani, what's your strength?
Ma'am, my strength is my hard work is my strength, ma'am. I prefer I can take any amount of stress to complete a job, and patience and perseverance is also one of my strengths, ma'am.
And what's your weakness?
Weakness, I believe I cannot handle multiple tasks at once, ma'am. So, when I given a particular task, I focus only on that task and sees how to complete the task, ma'am. Work on completing that task only.
So how will you manage, like what are you trying to overcome this? Because it's very needed. You have to do multiple works also sometimes, right?
Yes, ma'am. So I tried during my preparation, I tried this selecting doing multiple tasks at once. So I give specific times for reading preparing a subject, like 2 hours from one subject, and then we have to shift from to another subject. So actually, my problem with this multitasking is I have to shift my attention from one topic to another. So that was a problem, and due to which it has become my weakness. So I give this 2 hours interchanging of this subject, and 5 minutes between just to revise the subject and prepare how to approach the preparation for the next subject, ma'am. So I believe the cyclic frequent doing this can improve my weakness, remove my weakness, ma'am.
You know, there are multiple books which come in this domain, like they help you overcome these type of problems and all that, like how to handle the multitasking and all. Like, do you know any? Have you read ever?
No, ma'am.
No, you have not read it. Okay. And you just mentioned me that you're a very patient guy, right? Just in your strength, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if just suppose you get a very rude boss, how will you tell him that I'm very much irritated with your behavior?
Yeah, he will observe that. Okay. So I will ask him politely, sir, with frequent interaction. I mean, with frequent scolding me. I may not complete work, and I cannot focus on the task. Sir, I will patiently ask him to give me time, and so that I can submit the work within the time required. So yeah, I will go in the polite way, sir.
So it's just that you will say him that you are rude to me, and you just give me time, I'll do the work. Is it so? Because you just
I
want to
mean,
say.
not directly rude to me, sir, by scolding due to the stress you are putting. I cannot focus on. I mean, I am not able to completely focus on the task, sir. I'm feeling tensed. So please give me time, sir. I will. I'm sure that I will do this task and submit in within the required period, ma'am.
Scoldings are very important. You cannot say a person and your boss that do not scold me. They are important. So that is not justified. You need to be scolded for your mistakes, and then you won't. I then think so. You will repeat it. So you need to get
Okay.
another hack for it, right? Okay. One more thing, Mani. Can you just tell me what is your strength and weakness? Sorry. What is your mission and vision in life?
So my career objective is to get a growth-oriented position in a reputed organization. So where my skills can be contributed in the improvement and success of this organization, ma'am. So yes, ma'am. This is one of my vision, ma'am. So
So
to
according to
give
you,
to
what is the
narrate.
difference? What is the difference between mission and vision? I could not get you.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Okay. Summarize yourself in one word. Choose a one word that defines your entire personality.
One word is personality. Yeah, he's a hardworking guy. So he can complete a task within us given, and he will always try to complete the task without taking delaying that. So hardworking guy,
It's
man.
just one word for you is hardworking, right? That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Within a civil will continue now.
Yeah. Okay, Mani. So you were telling about the cost of petrol and diesel in your city, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, why normally petrol is costlier than diesel? What is the reason for that?
Uh, Costlier, sir. One of the so refining process is a bit difficult for petroleum, sir. So it has to distillate from the crude distillation unit, and it has to transfer to the motor spirit block, sir. There we have to crack that naphtha, and for that process, it costs a bit more, because, and also the diesel we can directly obtain from the crude distillation unit, and just we have to transport it to the diesel hydro desulfurization units, sir.
So in the refining process, at the base comes crude oil, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me some of the refining products as it keeps on getting refined?
Yes, sir. From top, I will explain.
Tell me from the bottom, from crude oil you start.
Okay. Okay, sir. So at the bottom we will get a residue crude oil, sir, and next to it we get diesel, and above that we get kerosene, and above that we get this naphtha from which petroleum can be manufactured, and about that we get liquefied petroleum gas, LPG.
Okay, so what is aviation fuel? Have you heard about aviation fuel?
Aviation turbine fuels.
Yes, aviation turbine fuel. You know that?
Yes, sir. Yes,
what
sir.
is that?
So it is a fuel for it is basically a superior kerosene oil, sir. So it is used as a fuel for aeroplanes, sir, and jet engines.
Okay, why it is called aviation turbine fuel? Why turbine? You must have studied the kind of thermodynamic process we use for this aircrafts. Aircraft propulsion. There's a cycle. Are you aware about that?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, let me ask you something about Brayton cycle. You know Brayton cycle?
Yes, sir.
There's two kind of Brayton cycle: closed and open.
Yes, sir.
What is open cycle? Open Brayton cycle. What is that?
So in open Brayton cycle, the exhaust gases are not heat. I mean, not used again, sir. The exhaust gases are let it out to the atmosphere, sir.
And what is the application of open Brayton cycle?
So application.
That is what exactly is aircraft propulsion.
Okay.
Aeroplane is given the forward push through this only. And why it is kept open cycle? Why not closed?
Yeah, considering the weight of the aeroplane, we have to reduce that weight, because the heat exchangers will be Yes, sir. This is,
But why open? I mean, you are telling why air as a, you know, working fluid. I'm asking why open. Closed may also there is air. Open may also there is air. But why open? That is my question.
yes, sir. I believe it is to reduce the weight of these aeroplanes, sir. So
By
we are
keeping
in
it
closer
open.
bit, sir.
By keeping it open, the weight will be reduced.
I mean, yes, sir. We don't have to utilize this heat exchanger condenser, sir.
Okay. Anyhow, then let me ask you, Mani, can you tell me the CTN number for aviation turbine fuel? No idea. Any idea about IOCL dealing into aviation turbine fuel or not?
Yes, sir. I mean, there are fuel points for this aviation turbine fuel, sir. It established at various ports, and yes, sir.
So you were talking about your internship. Can you tell me again what was that you did?
Sir, my job is to just know how the tank is converted from for storing one liquid to other liquids, sir. So what are the additional tasks we have to do for this conversion of tanks, sir? So yeah, as I said earlier, sir, additional apparatus attached, like new suction line, new rundown line, new remote operated shut-off valves, and feed transfer.
What was your role in the internship? What you did there, other than observation and learning? Any participation also?
No, sir. All I did was
So this was 6
learning
weeks,
about the
right?
process. 4 weeks, sir.
4 weeks. So that is in 1 month.
Sir.
So you did nothing there. I mean, other than observation and observing the things and seeing the things.
I mean, yes, sir. My sir gave me a task of just inspect the piping diagram. He gave me a piping diagram, sir, and inspect the piping diagrams according inspect these pipes according to the process plan there is given in this diagram, sir. So,
did you use any software there?
No, sir.
What software these people were making those diagrams?
Software used in making those diagrams.
In making the diagrams, yes, because diagrams are not manually made; they're made on some kind of interface, you know, software interface. Any idea about that?
No, sir.
Okay, Mani.
Just give me a diagram chart.
What was your final year project?
So my final year project was a topic on conversion of, a topic on model analysis of cantilever beam with increasing crack depth, sir.
Your topic was
model analysis of cantilever beam, sir.
Cantilever beam. What did you do in that?
Cantilever. So we have studied the effect of this natural frequency of the cantilever beam with the increase in crack depth, sir. So that from the results we got, it was observed that the frequencies of the beam reduces due to increase in crack depth, sir. And this reason for this reducing in frequency is due to the reduction of the stiffness of the beam, sir.
Okay, how do you calculate the frequency of cantilever beam?
So there is a frequency of cantilever beam. So we use this. I know there is a formula for that, sir. So omega n is equal to is proportional to the square root of EI by A L power 4, sir.
So what two inputs do you need to calculate natural frequency? What are the two things you need to calculate natural frequency of vibration of cantilever beam?
Yes, sir. The dimensions of this, which is used to calculate this moment of inertia of the beam, and the Young's modulus of the beams.
Okay, let me give you the load which is applied, point load, and let me give you the deflection under that load. Can you calculate natural frequency using these two parameters?
Load and deflection.
Just think of spring mass system. How do you calculate natural frequency? If I give you the load applied, static load and deflection, how do you calculate natural frequency in spring mass system?
So it is calculated with the formula under root of K by M, sir.
No, K by M is not in terms of deflection. I'm asking the formula, same formula in terms of deflection. Suppose I give you mg applied and deflection produces delta. Now
Yes,
tell me
sir.
the
I mean,
formula of
there is
it.
a yes, sir. Under root of G by delta, sir.
Good. Now can that same formula be used for cantilever? That is my question.
No, sir, because the can beam has a number of degrees of freedom, sir. So G by delta is for only 1 degree of freedom
So
system.
maybe that is a basic you got, and then further you can calculate the other frequencies.
Sir.
Basic frequency you get from this, and then other frequencies you can get from this formula, maybe by multiplying some number n square or something like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, so Mani, let me give you the feedback, and then Shubha ma'am can give her feedback. So it must be visible to you on your screen, the feedback. So I found
Okay,
there is you need to write your script of introduction, right? I don't think you have written the script of introduction. Just 20 minutes back, I had HR with you. Your introduction was different. Then you changed your introduction. So in actual interview also, you are going to give the introduction as per the day. Please write the script of introduction, and you should be very clear in that. My feedback is like, though Shubha ma'am will give her feedback on this, but my version is like you're telling so many things in the introduction, and which is going to defeat the purpose. If you want to pull into in particular direction, you need to ask the you need to very precisely write the introduction in your copy, make a preface of that. Osmania University is very famous university, and he might ask you who was the first vice chancellor of Osmania University and history of Osmania University. I advise you to visit the website of Osmania University and see the background also. You were talking about the pumps used and type of tanks used in the training and all. So please revise whatever you say from your mouth. They are going to ask you a question from there next. So type of pumps and type of tanks and all. Why IOCL you want to join, that you have linked with the training, that is okay, no problem in that. But you still need to tell why IOCL is, because it is one of the very good job opportunities, Maharatna company, and prestigious job, and all those things you need to add, right? Then this question, though she's going to answer that question, multitasking is your weakness, and then the next normal question comes is how you are going to correct it. That also is a part you have to work on. Rude boss issue is a very good question actually, that if you find your boss very rude to you and he's not doing good behavior with you, what are you going to do? That is the kind of question which is really important. In my opinion, Shubha ma'am will give her answer, but in my opinion, in such situations, you have to see the intentions of his getting rude and frequency of his getting rude. If you find it is irrational, and maybe that you get to know from your colleagues also, you will understand his behavior from the perspective of other people also in the group, right? Now, suppose you find him irrationally rude, and that is of no purpose. He's getting rude for getting work done. You people are not doing it's okay. But if it is irrationally, yes, you need to take a stand. It should not lower down your confidence, right? So you need to talk to him when he's in good mood. So you need to talk to him that, sir, you should never come in confrontation with anyone, whether it is a subordinate colleague or when somebody is angry, don't get in confrontation. That spoils the situation. But when he's okay, in a good mood, light mood, you are sitting on coffee, tea, you are having that time, sir, I want to request you one thing. Sometimes, sir, your behavior, you're a gentleman, you're a very good person. But sir, because of this rude behavior, sometimes people misunderstand your intention. So there's always a way to improve, because if rude behavior is his problem, it is your duty also to correct that and to bring him to normalcy. You can help him in that way if you find that irrational. But if you find that is rational sometime here and there, it's okay. That is a part of the process. So that is one of the ways to get work done by the boss. So that is how you can approach it. Vision, mission, and all, you should understand what's the meaning of it. So all these things. And I asked you some technical questions. I asked you aviation, why it is called turbine fuel, because turbine is used, that is a turbine is used in the aircraft, and that is how you get the work from there. So entire pumping work, entire engine work is through the turbine. So there is a turbine, sir. Gas turbine is there. So Brayton cycle, which is gas turbine, that is there. Open cycle, because you want to take benefit of high velocity air as the working fluid, and that kinetic energy is converted into potential energy in the diffuser, and then you add heat, enthalpy is increased. So aircraft in the mid-air is cruising at 1,000 kilometers per hour, right? So that is the speed of air you are going to get. Now that speed of air has energy Power plant is not having air at moving at some particular speed. Aeroplane has. So that kinetic energy, you convert it into, you know, diffuser into potential energy and then enthalpy. There is a benefit, you want to take it. And then you exit it through the, you know, nozzle, and that nozzle further gives the thrust to the aeroplane. So that is the reason. Go for open cycle Brayton turbine. I was surprised that you are not knowing what is the Brayton cycle and which cycle is used in aeroplane. So that marks will be cut if you don't know that answer. And also cantilever ke upar you have done work. So natural frequencies of cantilever and all, that is very important. Mechanical vibration marathon is already there. Please revise marathon of mechanical vibration and revise strength of material also, money, right? So that is all from my side. Now over to Shubha ma'am.
Okay, Mani, one thing, when you started with your introduction, right? Just start with a smile, very first thing. Second, you have a very elaborated introduction, right? So just skip the part of your parents also. That's not required that they are a government employees or something like that. So do not mention about your parents, family, anything like that. The main focus is, I'm just telling you the main crux. You can eliminate according to your requirement, right? So that, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. I am Mani. I've done my graduation from this and this university in the stream of this. Okay. Then you can discuss like my area of specialization or something, or my area of expertise. You mention one or two subjects if you are very good in it. It's not compulsory you need to mention. I'm just telling you about the highlights which you can mention, right? Then you can say is that my project work was this and this. You don't need to explain the project work at that very time. Give it a moment. You just name it, the aim of it. The project work can be asked by you by the panel, right? So do not go for that. And then one or two things that is according to your experience or some kind of, you can say from where you did your internship and all that, that you can name it out. Okay. Just limit it out because it should be interesting so that the panel even gets interested to talk to you. Very first thing, right?
Ma'am, I mean,
yeah.
So I thought of just ask to tell me about yourself. So should I should I jump directly into the graduation?
Yeah, see, schooling is not that much. If we have to figure it out, like what is important for us. If you already have got about your graduation, about your post-graduation, about your work profile and all that, I don't think you need to jump to the schooling. And if you want to, you can simply start that. Good morning, sir. My basic schooling was done from this and this, and then my graduation from this.
Yeah, as the interview was, for maximum 10 minutes interview per person.
Yeah.
So I guess we should, I should reduce
exactly
this.
Because we don't have to do anything with the schoolings and all that right now. You're already a qualified person. And we should
how do you think I should start, ma'am? So
recent education, it is like I am telling you about your graduation, and then you can jump to post-graduation or something, then your project work experience. Like these are the things which I consider they are very important. It's not mandatory you need to follow this only. You can add one or two things from your side, taking the you can say major portion of mine. Clear? That would be beneficial for you.
Okay.
Okay. Next is one more thing. When you were confined, that one word for you, very one word, a vibrant word for you. Hardworking is something everyone would speak. Like ask me, I am very hardworking person. Now I'll give you a number of options. Choose one wisely. Like you can be passionate, dedicated. You are very much, you can say liable, trustworthy, or something practical. You have, or you can say adaptable, flexible. There are lots of words. You are quick learner, good learner, social. See, there are very beautiful, very good words for you, right? And which actually see that, yeah, he's very, you can say, into the conversation right now. You are intelligent, that is why you got shortlisted. Right now, the main check is on your personality, like how promptly you answer. You won't get a rude boss over there. It is not mandatory. You will be getting it. We asked your question why? Because just to check your mindset, like how promptly you will answer. So as sir told, do not, you say, no, do not enter when the thing is already in fire. You just say that when my boss, everything will be in, you can say the calm mood, when he will be very patient or something. Right. So I'll talk to him in a very nice manner. That, sir, I felt bad about it. And yeah, if his intentions were good, if he has never, you can say, in unnecessary, he's not spoken anything ill to me. So he would realize a person, if his anger issues are something, you cannot change the nature of someone. If I'm a very angry soul, you cannot change my nature in a day, and I won't change it for you ever. Right. So what is there? We can, you can say, have a mutual on something. Okay, this person found something wrong in me. So I will, in my calm mood, in my patient mood, I will talk to that person. He will realize that thing. And in case the future thing happens, the person will realize the same thing, that, yeah, the person talked to me. So I will initiate it when the things go calm, because I'm a very calm person and I don't indulge in fights and all that. Clear? So this is something.
Okay, ma'am.
Rest you can add. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you the framework right now. Then you can add on the extra. Next was like, yeah, why IOCL? Improve this answer also because this is very mandatory. The work culture, you were telling things like industry structure management was very good. So rather you can then simply say that, yeah, this working culture is very tremendous over there and I am very passionate. I want to be into this culture. I want to improve my skill set, whatever the things are there. Choose a word. Do not go for big lines. But yeah, you can say just choose one word for the big lines, like the work culture I told you, and you were mentioning the
Okay.
industry structure management and all that. Clear? This is also clear to you?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And mission and vision. What is the
Yes, ma'am.
difference between mission and vision? Mission is your short-term goal. Like you want to go for IOCL. That is your mission. Vision is after 20, 30 years where I'll see money. Money can be a very, you can say, ma'am, I want to be a reputed, independent, friendly, and a very stable person and in a high position in IOCL. Something like that. I want to be a director of something. I want to have a startup and all that. Something like anything can be there. You want to be a very good social worker. So that is your vision, which is your long-term goal, which is after 30, 40 years or something, right? Down the lane where you see yourself. So I guess all things were answered. In case I missed something, you can just WhatsApp me because tomorrow is your interview, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So any doubts from your side, you can just WhatsApp us and we are there for you. All the best. You will do good. But yeah, my thing is start with a smile, end with a smile because you won't. And otherwise, don't have a robotic voice. You don't need to be very serious. It should be a very interactive one. If you will smile, we will be very participative in it. Otherwise, it will be like, okay, just things go on. Right?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Mani, all the very best. Be confident, be calm, and no bluffing. Please write the script of introduction because you're changing your introduction every time. So write the script, right? You'll do great. Thank you.